Sight blocker, headphones, background music, table, only with what matters. The environment needs to be so supportive that working is easier than procrastinating. Minimum viable action. If you tell yourself, I'm going to study for 3 hours, your brain freaks out. But if you say, I'm just going to open the notebook and write a sentence, the resistance evaporates. The trick is this. Make it so small that it's impossible to say no. Getting started is 80% of the work. 5. Cultivate flow. When you get moving, keep the pace. Use cycles of 25 to 35 minutes of total focus with short breaks in between. Avoid the gaps where procrastination likes to creep in and track your progress. Seeing that you are moving forward activates an automatic cycle of motivation. According to research published in Journal of Applied Psychology, people who use short work cycles such as the Pomodoro technique are 42% more likely to complete complex tasks compared to those who try to work in long blocks without a break. And here's a detail that almost no one notices: the true power of Kyojutsu. It's not about making you work harder, it's in making you work with lightness. When you master this method, you realize something shocking. Productivity is not about effort, it's about alignment. And most people spend their entire lives trying to win a game where the rules are rigged against them. But what if you change the game? What you learned here today is not just another productivity technique. It's a new way of seeing yourself. You're not broke. You were never lazy. What you call laziness was always just a sign of misalignment. And when you learn to listen to that signal to understand what it means, something magical happens. The movement becomes natural again. The effort stops being a burden, and what once seemed like a daily battle turns into lightness, clarity, and direction. Change never starts with a big leap. It starts with a micro step, a break, a question, an adjustment to the environment. And when you repeat these small gestures day after day, you create a new rhythm of life. A rhythm where you don't act out of obligation but out of clarity. Where you no longer have to force yourself because your own path starts pulling you. And now I ask you, what is the first micro step you will take